Welcome to your Ethereum News Roundup. Here's your latest for Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. Off-Chain Labs introduces the Universal Intents Engine. Socket integrates AglaLayer infrastructure. The Ethereum Foundation announces the Ethereum Protocol Studies Program. And the FDIC eases crypto banking rules. All this and more starts right now. Off-Chain Labs introduced the Universal Intent Engine, an interoperability framework designed to enable seamless cross-chain swaps and transfers across Arbitrum and EVM-compatible chains. The engine allows users to specify their desired intent while a network of solvers compete for optimal execution based on cost and speed. The Universal Intent Engine is built on four core components: the message standard, the broadcast standard, fast settlement, and the intent dissemination feed, a universal layer where users, solvers, and applications can interact and execute cross-chain intents. The Universal Intent Engine is set to launch by the end of Q1 2025, with native cross-chain operations rolling out in Q3 of this year. Socket Protocol is leveraging Polygon's AglaLayer to enable developers to compose contracts across chains without cross-chain messaging or bridging. The integration allows developers to compose Solidity contracts and deploy them on their own app gateway, which interacts with Socket to facilitate seamless cross-chain functions. Users interact with applications via the application gateway by simply sending signed messages that are processed in the gateway and then executed on-chain, leveraging pessimistic proofs via the AglaLayer. Socket is a chain abstraction protocol that makes applications accessible across multiple chains. Socket chain abstracted accounts enable a single unified balance and instant transactions with no bridging required. The Ethereum Foundation announced the return of Ethereum Protocol Studies, a structured learning program designed to make Ethereum's core protocol more accessible. This year's program will focus on Ethereum's execution and consensus layers, client architecture, and key research areas, providing participants with a deeper understanding of the network's inner workings. Over the past year, the EPS has expanded epf.wiki, a collaborative knowledge base on the Ethereum protocol. The 2025 program includes 2 onboarding weeks, 6 weeks of deep dives into execution and consensus layers, live seminars with engineers and researchers, and a dedicated Discord server. A town hall Q&A will be held on February 12, 2025 at 15 UTC. And lastly, according to Barron, the FDIC is revising guidelines to allow banks to participate in crypto activities without requiring prior regulatory approval, including custody services and tokenized deposits. Under acting FDIC Chair Travis Hill, the agency is exploring ways to make it easier for banks to safely offer custody service for crypto assets. According to a person familiar with the matter, some banks have already met with FDIC officials to discuss offerings. In other news, MetaMask now supports ENS domain resolution on Layer 2s. Mega ETH announces its NFT token sale. Reservoir raises $14 million in a Series A funding round, and Fabric releases version 0 of its Constraints API. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.